Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Kadash. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makah, Kodash. This is going to be called Trouble in Saudi Arabia's Paradise, And a lot of times we get caught up on the Edomites, but we got to realize that really all these other nations outside of Israel are our enemies, They all were confederate against us. I'm doing this like in between work, so I don't have the Bible in front of me to preach up or use my phone because I want you to check out this video, this little quick video just showing you that, there's trouble in paradise. The reason why I say that is because, they said with Dubai, that was like their paradise that they built. And I seen that shit, and I was looking at it, and I ain't gonna lie, it touched me a little bit because I was like, look, man, they fucking copying, but then I had to realize that, they're Hebrews too. So they have a lot of those Hebrew ways, you know what I mean? How they set it up with, their princes, they got the hair wrap as you see on your screen. They wear the garments, their ancient garments. And sometimes you see that shit, and then I was looking at you could go on YouTube and you could look up like life in Dubai or something like that, or like I was looking at this channel that was saying what $100 would get you in Dubai or something like that, and he was pretty much just touring the whole city and showing how they spent billions on building that city, and I think it was like within 40 years or something like that, and how they were saying that it was the most, like it was the best city pretty much on earth. That's what they was claiming, like it was the paradise. It got the world's largest, tallest skyscraper and shit like that. That's what they was claiming and stuff like that. That's like they little paradise, you know what I mean? But it's trouble in paradise, because now the Edomites is coming for them, which that's what the Lord said. He said he's gonna have all these other nations in derision, and he was gonna set them all up against each other, and that's prophecy. And then let's let this play. Check this out.
Ambassador to Washington and is now Minister of State for Foreign Affairs. He joins us from Riyadh. Accusation, the kingdom's influence and the recent decision to cut oil production, pushing prices higher, at least in the short term, is siding with Russia. What's your response to that?
So it says siding with Russia, Gog and Magog, because this is what the Lord is doing, and this is why when you get to Revelation 17, quoting that scripture, towards the end, it says these other nations are going to turn against the heart and shall burn her. And you're going to have that because Magog's going to play a big part in that with these other nations that depend or wants to do business with Russia. It is going to end up turning on Mystery Babylon, which is America. You already starting to see the trouble, the rifts.
Saudi Arabia is not siding with Russia. Saudi Arabia is taking the side of trying to ensure the stability of the oil markets, which benefits consumers and producers alike. We have been doing this for decades. We try to make sure that we don't have erratic swings in prices so that we can have logic when it comes to investments, when it comes to lending, and when it comes to prices. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia believes in this strongly. The decision to reduce the quotas was taken unanimously by 22 countries, and the markets have responded very positively to this. The price of oil has actually come down since last week, not gone up.
Yeah, and that is the irony, of course. So Washington says the economic fundamentals didn't justify a cut of that size at this point, and so the only beneficiary in their eyes, they say, is Vladimir Putin. The irony, of course, as I say, is that prices haven't actually moved any higher. As OPEC's largest producer, the kingdom must have considered the fallout when making the decision, which was a decision against the better judgment, reportedly, of other members who pushed back on it. How concerned are you by these threats by President Biden of consequences for the kingdom's actions?
You hear that? Trouble in paradise, When that Edomite, that motherfucker Edomite, he was blessed with the sword, going to Genesis 27. So he coming, they got to kind of listen. They kind of get scared, but, pretty much they're trying to control them, the Saudis. And they just, the Ishmael, they just not having that shit, man. They tired of it, everybody tired of Mystery Babylon. This harsh, he gotta go. So they like, man, look, man, they gonna end up getting in bed with Russia and fighting against America, and that's prophecy, and that's what's gonna happen, and that's why this place is gonna be destroyed. Why? Because of pride. That's prideful. You to To think you could control them and tell them what to do, when to do with their oil, and then when they give you an explanation, say this is the reason why we do it. If it's not in your favor, to say nah, fuck that, we don't believe you, we think you did it because of this, just because it happens to not be in your favor. That's control, and people are tired of that, you know.
Well, if you allow me, Becky, the other point I would like to make is that Saudi Arabia has supported the UN resolution with regards to the after the crisis began between Russia and Ukraine. Saudi Arabia opposes the acquisition of territory by force. Saudi Arabia has had open lines of communications with both Ukraine and Russia, and we have been able to use those open lines of communications to work out an agreement on the exchange of prisoners of war.
So pretty much, you know, they just saying, look, it's all business, but America's saying, nah, you got to pick a side. You know, and that's going to make them pick the side of Russia. That's prophecy. And they all these different nations, various different nations are going to turn, that are allies with America's going to turn on it, you know. So this is pretty much just a little quick video, just a Watchmen video, just updating you on news that's going on. You know, it's not just Iran, it's not just Russia and Ukraine, it's not just China, but it's also North Korea out there. They having problems. There's rifts being, you know, like Yahushua, like it was said in Matthew 24, you know, wars and rumors of wars. It's not just, look, the Saudis are getting involved, Poland's getting involved, Belarus is getting involved. This is going to be a world war, World War III, whoa, 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 and it's coming up pretty soon. With that, I'm going to say salvation to the elect, though. Shalom.